All right, and we're back here once again on Couch Coach Live, kicking off our, I guess, fourth annual Couch Coach Live Super Week. We got a special guest in the building, our guy Greg from the Red Kingdom podcast. What's going on, Greg, of the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs? What's going on, Greg?
Hey, Chris, how's it going, man? It feels great to be back in the big game. 3 times out of 4 years, it's very hard to do that one time, and to do it 3 out of the last four is a great um, accomplishment by Andy and Patrick and all those guys, and everybody counted us out, but here we are.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's funny thing, almost 6 months to the date, you came on to do our NFL previews, our two-a-day previews in August. And now we're sitting here almost 6 months to the date. And now we're talking about the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. And just what a whirlwind it has been. Obviously, I know we talked about the offseason, in August and just everything, and, kind of expectations for the season for the Kansas City Chiefs. So what's just been your overall thoughts and just this journey so far heading into Super Bowl 57?
Yeah, I mean, everybody thought the offense would take a step back because Tyree got traded, and the only difference really was okay, there are less, explosive plays, the 30, 40-yard plus plays, but the offense still they led the league in points scored. They led the league in total yards. So everything was still the same. The new weapons that came, Juju is a great number two option besides Kelsey. Juju had a great season this year. If he wouldn't have got injured, excuse me, and missed those couple games, he would have had his 1,000 yards. So he's had a great season. Valdez Scantling, I was a little disappointed in him during the regular season, but he made up for it during the playoffs. He definitely made up for it. So Valdez Scantling has done well. The offensive line as a whole, they've been great. Isaiah Pacheco, what can you say? I mean, a seventh round pick, no one thought much of him, and he came in when he got his chance. He never let it go, and if he would have started from game one, he would have had his 1,000 yards in a rushing. So just I love how the Chiefs, they are a complete team offensively. And then on the defensive side, the rookies stepped up this year. Trent McDuffie is a shutdown corner. If you didn't think he was, anytime Jamar Chase was linked up to him in that championship game, he was targeted 4 times. He only had 1 catch for 8 yards. That's a shutdown corner. That's a shutdown corner. So McDuffie has been awesome. Joshua Williams, he's gotten better too as the season has gone on. Chris Jones, we saw how great he was in the championship game. I'm glad he finally got his playoff sacks. He finally got that monkey off his back. So he played a great game. People sleep on the Chiefs' defensive line. The defensive line, especially when it comes to run stopping this season, they've done way better than they've done in previous years. So the Chiefs ended the way I thought they would. I thought they would win 13 games at the beginning of the season. It ended up being 14-3. So it's been a great season. I feel like they learned from that Colts loss. When they lost to Colts earlier this year, Of course, everybody was shocked, and everything. And I think that was the game where the Chiefs realized we can't take any team lightly at all. And from that point forward, they gave their best effort every single week, and even in the games that they lost. Buffalo, and then we lost to Cincy during the regular season. Um, the Chiefs always gave 100% effort after losing that Colts game. So it's been a good season. The season started off Super Bowl or bust, so we're here, and hopefully we can end it with a Super Bowl championship.
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously, and we know a game of this magnitude, there's always going to be a dozen of storylines. Any specific storylines that you're looking forward to in this matchup against the Eagles?
Chiefs, excuse me, Chiefs defensive line against the Eagles offensive line. That's where the game is going to be won or lost to me. The Eagles, their RPO game, stellar. Jalen Hurts has had a great season. If he wouldn't, excuse me, if he wouldn't have got injured, he would have. It would have been a closer running with him and Patrick for the most valuable player. But the Eagles' run game, that is their offense. They don't want Jalen back there throwing it 40, 45 times. So that's the storyline I'm going to be watching. Can the Chiefs' defensive line be able to control the line of scrimmage like they've done throughout these playoffs? I mean, Joe Mixon had over 100 yards against Buffalo, and then he played us and only got like 30. So the run defense has been really, really good this season, and it's part of the reason why the Chiefs are here in this game. So that's the matchup that that's the storyline that I'm gonna be looking at for sure.
Yeah. I know you talked about as far as, so what do you see any like specific essentially any weaknesses that you see this Kansas City Chiefs could falter in this game in a sense, in the far as just weaknesses alone?
Okay, I would say special teams as far as kickoff coverage hasn't been all that good this season. Now, Harrison Butker is the best clutch kicker and in the game and all of that, so we're good as far as that part. But the kickoff coverage team it's had some moments where it has not been good. Jacksonville almost had a touchdown on the kick return when we played them, and that's kind of happened throughout the season. So that's definitely one of the Chiefs' weaknesses there, and I would say consistently running the football. What I mean by that is sometimes Andy and EB, they kind of go away from the run game, and it'll be the times where you're like, well, okay, the running game is hot right now, let's keep on, and then we'll switch and do 7-8 straight passes. So that's another thing is so kickoff coverage, and then consistency of running the football. So those are the two weaknesses for the Chiefs. Hopefully, both those things are better for this game.
Right.
Yeah.
So, okay. Um, what do you look at as the Chiefs' strengths?
The strengths, offensive line. That's definitely their strength. Patrick does a lot of before the ankle sprain. Uh, he does a lot of scrambling, and most of the time when he would scramble, it wouldn't necessarily be because the pocket is closing in and all of that. It's just him buying a little extra time, just rolling out. And so the Chiefs offensive line, that's their strength. And I'm gonna say it again, the Chiefs defensive line is also a strength. Chris Jones, George, Karloftis, he has been very good, especially the last 2 months of the season into the playoffs. He got a sack in the championship game. So Karloftis has been great as far as the D line. Linebackers. I feel like we got the best linebackers. Nick Bolton is a missile. When he's coming to lay the wood on you. And so he's great. And then Willie Gay also, he's very good too. So our linebacking core is excellent. So those are the strengths. Quarterback, I mean, hey, it's Patrick. He's the best quarterback in the league, and if we can win a couple more chips here, then we can start, having goat talk and all of that stuff. But strengths. So those are the strengths of the Chiefs.
Okay. And I know you kind of alluded to it a little bit earlier, as just far as being, kind of being able to potentially stop Philly's run game. But any other advantages that you see that Kansas City have over Philadelphia?
I feel like I feel like I know people are gonna say, well, the Chiefs secondary is not, they still think that we're not that good, but I feel like our corners are good enough to hang with AJ Brown, Goddard. He is good as well. So I feel like our secondary. A lot of people are kind of sleeping on them, but I feel like they can hold Philly's best weapons down. Devontae Smith, is he fast? Heck yeah. Heck yeah, he is. And it'll be like guarding Tyreek, kind of, So they'll probably start off in man just to see, to see how it goes. But the Chiefs will need their fastest corner on Devontae Smith. But I feel like our corners are good enough to hang with Philly's wideouts. AJ Brown, great season. I mean, he's one of the best wideouts in football. Definitely top 3. I mean, so it's going to be difficult, definitely. But I feel like our corners and our safeties, Thornhill and Justin Reed, those are 2 great safeties. I haven't had to pull my hair out like the past couple years with Sorensen back there. So it's definitely better. The safeties are better this year. So I feel like our secondary, people are gonna, if they don't know their names before they got to Super Bowl, they're gonna know them afterward.
For sure, for sure. And I know, and also, what are some key X factors that you looking for in this game, as far as players in this game that you um, to hone in a sense, it's your X factor.
Oh man, X factors. Valdez Scantlin. I think I didn't think he was going to perform like he did during these last two playoff games, but he's definitely shown up when it's uh, time, and so he's definitely one. Juju. Juju is gonna play. Don't let anybody tell y'all, oh, he's gonna be out and with the knee and no, no, he's gonna play. So he's gonna be a factor, and of course the big one, Travis Kelsey. If Philly decides, hey, we just gonna double and triple team him, and then we'll worry about everybody else, that's fine. That actually plays into the Chiefs' hands. So now, okay, that means Valdez Scantlin, he's one-on-one. Juju, he's one-on-one. Okay, let's go. And and the Eagles, look, they have a good secondary as well. They have good pass rushers and Fletcher Cox and Graham and Slay, that's their, shutdown corner. So I'm sure they're trying to figure out, well, what we're gonna do on Kelsey, and are we gonna have a linebacker, or what, what kind of coverage we're gonna do. But those are the X factors. And on the defensive side, I feel like Chris Jones will be an X factor as well as Philly's offensive line is, and they're very good. I don't think they faced anybody the caliber of Chris Jones. So this is going to be a different challenge for them. If Chris can, if he can win his battle, or even if Philly does have to start doubling him or kind of chipping him just to slow him down, that again opens it up for everybody else on the defensive line to eat and to get pressure on Hurts. So those are the X factors to me.
Yeah, for sure.
As for
and what are the keys to a Kansas City Chiefs victory in this matchup?
Keys are, well, on defense, stop the run. Stop the run. Miles Sanders, he's had a great season, and the Eagles, they love the RPO game, so stopping the run is key. But not only that, keep Jalen Hurts in the pocket. That's another key. He is not as creative as Patrick, as far as when he rolls out, it's not going to be like an underhand flip and left hand and all of that. But he can extend plays. So keeping him in the pocket is definitely going to be key in this game. We don't want Jalen to feel comfortable. What I mean by that is, if the plays are breaking down and the secondary is doing their job, and then Hurts gets out the pocket, he's getting like 7-10 yards every time he breaks out. that's gonna make him feel real comfortable, and that's something that we don't want. So keeping Jalen Hurts in the pocket is definitely key. On the offensive side, with Patrick, the things we've been saying all season, it's okay to be patient. And the home run will be there. We'll have times that we can take our shots. But in this game, patience is going to be the key. So, okay, screen passes. Those are good. Kelsey on little 7-yard plays. Those are good. Juju on some slant routes or something. Those are good. So just being patient. Don't turn the ball over, and give Isaiah Pacheco 15 to 20 touches. If it's 15 carries and then 5 catches, okay, that's fine. So don't not give him the ball. And I feel like sometimes Andy and EB kind of get in get in their own way as far as, well, let's do all these passing plays, and we have Patrick, and all that is great, but Isaiah Pacheco, you have to use him in this football game. So if he gets it 15 to 20 times, then I definitely like our chances. So patience on offense, not turning the ball over. Those are definitely going to be keys, and keep the pocket clean for Patrick. We saw in the last game, his ankle was about 70%. And there was a time where he rode to his left and he kind of hopped around, and we were all like, oh, no. And but he was able to fight through it. So I think by the time we get to Super Sunday, his ankle will be at least at 80 or maybe even 85 because that extra week. So keep his pocket clean, though, still, because we don't want a cluttered pocket to where the same thing happens. Somebody lands on it the wrong way, and then we're all the way back to square one. So keep Patrick's pocket clean. Is definitely, that's the biggest key.
Yeah. So I gotta put you on the spot. So I gotta so in this game, I need a score prediction and who's gonna be Super Bowl 57 MVP. Who you got?
Ooh, okay. Well, I have the Chiefs winning this one 34-28. 34-28. The MVP will be Patrick Mahomes. He'll get his second one. I feel like he'll get 3 touchdown passes. He'll get his 300 plus yards in passing. So MVP, Patrick, and the Chiefs win Super Bowl 57, 34-28.
And if your prediction comes into fruition, it'll be the 3rd Super Bowl, and you'll be joining teams like the Washington Commanders / Redskins / Washington football team as to win 3 Super Bowls. So I always got to tie into Washington. Always for some odd reason got to tie some Commanders in there. Why not?
Right.
But
right, exactly.
yeah. So once again, definitely appreciate you, Greg, for coming on. Tell them where they can find you on social media and where they can find the Red Kingdom podcast at.
Yes, so the Red Kingdom podcast, it is on the All Sports, All Plays network. So You can like the ASAP Facebook page. We're on there too. The YouTube channel is ASAP Sports Network. So a sub to the channel. Um, we are almost at 900 subs on that channel, so we're real close. So you can find us there. We're there on Tuesdays and Saturdays on the All Sports All Plays. And me personally, my Instagram is the underscore lowercase g underscore report. That's where you can find me on Instagram. TikTok, same thing. Upload sports TikToks also. So yeah, that's where you can. That's where you can find me at.
Okay, perfect. All right, so we'll put a bow on this Kansas City Chiefs preview, kicking us off here on Super Week this week. And once again, good luck on Sunday. And once again, appreciate you for coming on.
Yes,
Catch you guys
thank
on the
you.
next one.